So our next aspect to data frames which we do today is addition, deletion to my data. So I've created one simple data for me. Okay. And now we'll try to add columns and rows to my existing data. Okay. For that, let's move on to the next aspect. Okay, so here I am assuming a big data frame, okay, which is already there. You will write the code when you practice according to the data frame you have created. You have just 2 columns with 3 elements. That's okay. But I go giving you example of the format as per my data. Okay, so this is the data which is already existing. It's got names, marks, x underscore class, section and f name. मतलब section तक मेरे पास था already. Now, if I want to add a column at the end, I do it like this. Now, let me tell you one thing initially itself, that there are multiple methods of doing one thing in Python that you've seen when you're doing other things in Python also. Similarly, for data frame adding a column, there are multiple methods. कि I have an existing series उसको directly मुझे use करना है, an existing list मुझे directly use करना है. Other ways of mentioning how to insert, different tariqas are there. Okay, I am going as per your CBSE book, and which talks about this method, right? So when you read it on the net or you do it from somewhere else, you might find कि दूसरे तरीके भी हैं, which maybe at times you find that more comfortable. I'm not denying it. When we check our papers with CBSE board exams, we generally, if a child has used a method, we cross-check it. Because all methods we are not also well versed with. So we cross-check the method and we accordingly mark. But this is a method which is there in the CBSE book. So this is a known method to everybody, right? So try to stick to it. If you kind of want to use something else, you may use. Of course, practice it once, that should be correct, because during the checking, they try to go by. We definitely cross-check the method once. हम लोग directly cross नहीं करते हैं उसको. We cross-check the method once and then we go about it. Check it, right? But the easiest one is that how do I refer to a column? Remember, how do I refer to? No, we have not done that in series. Series में तो single individually data होता है. What happens is when I work with my data frames, I can refer to an individual column of a data frame. Like this is DF1. Okay. DF1. अभी हमने referring वाला part किया नहीं है. Like individually refer करना to a column or a row. But if I want to do it, I can simply just refer to a column by these square brackets, right? Dot ID. ऐसे करके हम लोग refer करते हैं. तो individual एक column को extract कर देते हैं. I can refer to multiple columns also. There are methods of doing it. And the same method I follow for my insertion. So referring to one column is this square bracket method. So I'm just going to use a new column name here and is equal to, I'll give him the list of values and he'll add it as a column in a data. So you can see here, I'm adding a new column of information. DF, that's the name of my data frame, F name is equal to a list of values. So this becomes one column of information. Okay. Now the problem here, which you will find, if at times you do it with this method, is that only one problem, that if you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 records, you have to give him 6 elements. Otherwise, it gives an error. Okay? So as per the content, like you've added one more record to it, so aapka next time when you add a column, the element add ho jana chahiye uske sath. Current status of my data frame should match the number of elements you are giving. That you have to be a little careful about when you work on your projects or when you work on your practical files and all. So let you just be a little more careful about it. That it should correspond to your current status of the number of rows in your data frame, right? So this is the way we are going to do it. So let's try it out here too. You might also try it out simultaneously with me. This is the data frame I have. Now I'm doing it on the shell directly. That becomes easier for me. So what I do is, suppose I want to add department. Okay. So DF1, single column, Add करें. So DEPT is equal to number of values. Now number of values here is mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records are there. So corresponding to 5 records, I'll talk about my departments. For 5 doctors basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let us talk about here cardiology. Then comes medicine. Then is gynecology. Gynae. Then comes your what else? What else category do I have in medicine? What else? Ophthalmology. कुछ भी. Then is your some ABC अब मुझे याद नहीं आ रही. ठीक है. So I am going to add my column data like this. So let's check in DF1. My data has been added. Simple, not difficult. Stuti Jaskaran working on your system. Just add one more column to your data. If you have done that, then we move on to 2 typical things we have to keep ourselves updated with. That is, if you are giving a column name which is existing, like here I say, now again I am saying the same one. And I'm going to change the content. So this way I can update a full column of information in one go. So I go changing it to opthal, medi, and then I make it cardio. Right? And I do. Best part is ये मुझे ना error देगा कि exist कर रहा है already, ना ये मुझे कोई warning देगा. I mean, I don't know whether good or bad. It is going to update it directly. If you go to that column and update the entire column of data in one go. Okay, that is how it works. Fine. So I insert a column in the same method as I am going to update a entire column of information. It is not applicable if you want to update maybe only this. Because you want to refer to one single element. But entire column can be updated like this, entire column can be added like this. Right? Another thing, if you want to give the same value to the whole column, like let us do it by inserting a new column. I don't want to disturb this data. So I'm saying DF1, I add up kind of salary. And I want to give. Now, एक चीज note करो यहाँ पे. मैंने बोला कि 4,000 rupees, 40,000 rupees. I want to give as one same data to all the columns, to all the rows. One column to all the rows, I want to give this data. Okay? Comes an error because you are giving him a list. This follows for a general Python understanding also. If you are giving a list, वो list की तरह काम करेगा. And list की तरह he is expecting कि आप उसको 5 data दोगे. Right? He says कि भैया length of value are given 1, but my indexes are 5. Right? So in that case, how I'm going to work? I'm going to work like the same story I'll do, but I will not mention the square boxes. That is the square brackets. Correct. In that case, it will work the way I want him to do. Same data copied at multiple values. So list की तरह नहीं देना. Got the point? If you give it in the form of a list, then that number should match. Number of elements should match. Okay? That is one thing. Coming down to inserting a column at a specific location. This is inserting the way I'm inserting. It inserts at the end. हमेशा. ठीक है? अब मुझे बीच में कहीं पे इंसर्ट करना है, which I am not able to do even in my MySQL. MySQL doesn't allow me to insert a column in the middle. Whatever you insert goes at the end. But here he is giving you an option to insert at the particular position. ठीक है? That I do with the insert function. अब insert function में हम लोग तीन चीजें इसको दे रहे हैं. क्या क्या? Location of the specification. Where do you want to do it? That is 0th column, first column, second column, third column. Which position you want to insert this column? Okay. Next is the name of the column. Name of the column I am giving with the attribute column. So column is equal to grade. ये name हुआ column का. Fine. And then is this list of values. Values नहीं है, it is value. For that I have given a list of values separately and taken the variable name here. You can give the list here itself. No problem. Okay. So LOC, in this we have to be particular about the, of course, the function name. यहाँ पे हम function के through कर रहे हैं, वहाँ हम direct square brackets के through कर रहे हैं. Function is insert. LOC is my one parameter. Column is my another parameter. Value is my another parameter. One tells you the position. अब एक चीज ध्यान रखना है, positions here always start from 0. So if I give him 2 as the position, I could have written that directly also. Variable में show करने की जरूरत नहीं है, या फिर variable के through भी कर सकते हैं. So if I say 2, so 0 is my names column, marks is 1, and grade now will become 2. So the one you are inserting, that is my second column now, 0, 1, 2. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yet positions always are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in Python. कहीं पे भी. ठीक है? So my position goes here, the name of the column goes here, and then the list of values. 3 things I have to give. Right? We can practice that. Next, we move on to inserting rows, adding new rows. Fine. For this, we use the story called as LOC. Again, I'll come back to this ILOC, LOC. These are two very, very important terms in the Pandas environment because they let you access a particular row with the help of an index. Row label. Okay. Abhi, as of now, I don't understand what is LOC, what is ILOC. हम indexing में करेंगे. But for inserting my row now, my method, use simplest method. Again, you have got different methods for inserting a row also. This is the simplest method because with your next topic, you will be able to correlate LOC with row. हमेशा याद रहेगा कि LOC मुझे रो के लिए यूज करना है, जब भी रो एक्सेस करना है, जब भी रो को अपडेट करना है, जब भी कुछ करना है. ठीक है? So that is why my LOC is a very important keyword here. You have to be using LOC for your row work. I'm using this method. You might have another few more methods also. I think at 12:15 now. Right now. Okay. Coming. Okay. We have a meeting at 12:15, so I have to go. Let's do at least this much. What am I doing here is, I'm trying to insert a row. अब LOC में क्या देना है मुझे square bracket के अंदर? I have to give the index value. Okay, index value I'll give, followed by is equal to the entire set of record. Again, जितने columns है उतने record corresponding value you have to give, otherwise mismatch आ जाएगा. ठीक है? Again, this goes and gets inserted at the end. We don't know method to insert somewhere in the middle. We always insert it at the end only in the case of records. Second thing, if I'm giving an index which is existing, he will update it. जैसे वहाँ पे कॉलम नेम से हम एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे हम इंडेक्स से एक्सेस कर रहे हैं चीज को. इंडेक्स अगर एग्जिस्टिंग होगा तो वो उसको अपडेट कर देगा, इंडेक्स अगर नया होगा वो उसको नया इंसर्ट. ठीक है? You can see here 106 is new. The new record inserted. 102 was existing. तो 102 में उसने उसको अपडेट किया. ठीक है? Simple. ILOC is actually I can give the position here. LOC में आपको exact index देना पड़ेगा, whatever is the index label. ILOC can be for the position. So ILOC 3 किया तो वो क्या रेफर कर रहा है? 0, 1 2 3 मुस्कान को रेफर कर रहा है इस वाले रिकॉर्ड को, ठीक है। So, इस तरीके से we can do both with LOC also, ILOC also, both I can refer to my rows directly. Okay, so we have learned how to create a data frame, how to insert a new column, how to, while inserting, if I want to insert it at a particular position in a column, in our data frame, how to update a complete column, right? And then we have done the record insertion, similarly record updation with LOC and ILOC. Okay, हो सके तो give 10 minutes and add 1 or 2 records and columns अभी when I course. तो सीमेंट हो जाएगा आपका एग्जाम दिमाग. Fine. Tomorrow onwards, you're coming to school for your extra classes. Let's see, I'll inform you which days I can take permission for the assembly. And then हम लोग directly system पे करेंगे. Okay? चलो, bye bye. Take care. Thank you.